join. We have completed the last concept is update, I guess. And before going to delete the collection or before going to delete any item, we just wants to work with the concept of join. By taking two collections and creating data and joining two things into one. Let us work.
Hello.
Yes, tell me please.
We had a class on Saturday and Sunday also.
Today at your answer. No, no, no.
Yesterday, day before yesterday.
No, we don't have. At your Friday.
Okay.
At
I
your
thought I.
Friday.
Mhm.
I mean, at your Friday we have, and at your
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday we don't have.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Right. So, oh, already we have written delete many also. Huh? Then even limit is also done. Okay. Right. Let us work with the concept of join, and that will be completing. Okay. Let us first open MongoDB. Then Mongo, and then now enter into your place, and here. Okay. So now we want to create the concept of two collections, and with that we want to club or join, we can say, and then give a final result. Okay, create a new collection into database, and now we want to create the concept of products and orders. We have group of products. From that we have selected a one order or something else. Then what product have selected as an order we have to display. So let me do one thing first. Make it here products. So I guess I have already opened. Yes. Node space. What is that file name? Create new collection into DB. Then again with the orders. Then so we are done with the two different collections creations, and now we want to insert records in the products. Let us first insert. In the products collection, we want to insert group of records. So then first of all, let us write the ID that is mandatory. The rest of the columns is your own that you can write, but the ID that should be mandatory exactly it should be underscore ID only, which it should match with the default column of a MongoDB. So underscore ID, and I'm just writing something an ID and name. So let us write something HP and then ID 155, 156, whatever it is started, but just increase one by one. Don't give gaps. And then Lenovo something Dell. Okay. So in the products collection, we are creating three records or three items with its IDs. So now you can say node space 04 insert multiple records into the collection of products. Right, three. Then in the same place, I'm in place of products. Let us write an collection name orders. That is what we have created right now. And the ID, let us order ID 1. Then I'm just writing a sub column or I mean the second column product ID. Of course, that it should match one of the product. And then let us write one more property, sorry, one more, what you can say, status and column 1. For timing, let it be one item only. And then, so if you observe, whatever that ID we have in the products, the same we have in orders collection as a product ID. And then, okay, one record is added. Now, create the concept of joining the two things and fetching. So we can go almost with this find the results, but we have to aggregate. Let us write join collections dot js. First thing that we have entered Mongo client connect and then up to DBO. It's okay. Now let us write DBO dot collection of orders which it should aggregate. Aggregate is a built-in function. Inside that, we are grouping and getting the results by searching with the lookup. Okay, lookup. How we are going to find the products and as well order details are matching from products of local field. Local field. What is that local field? We can say product ID, product underscore ID. Then product underscore ID from the main ID. That is, we can say FO or EIGN foreign field of underscore ID. Based on all these things, you are creating something, a name, ordered details. In this, you are going to get what are the matching results of products which are inside the orders, right? Sorry, what are the matching results of orders inside the product table, or we can say collection. Okay, and you are getting finally the results that you need to display. So everything convert into the point of array. Write a callback function of ERR and getting that results here. Test if there is any error, then throw error, or else finally, as we are going to get in the format of an object, so that we are going to convert it into the JSON format, and that too in the presentation of string, meaning in the format from the format of an object, we are converting it into a format of readable. So how? Console.log with using a JSON dot stringify is a built-in method which we need to pass into that ARES. So all the results whatever we are getting under one name and that too in the object format that will be converted to the readable format of a JSON. After all these things, finally db dot close. Now let us see what is that 14 right now. Mm, ID 1, product ID 154, status 1, and order details which you have ordered 154 and what is the name of the product. So product ID 154 and status and ID. What is the table? It is ordered. It is an order. It is a product, right? In the name of that, sorry, in the collection of product itself, we have written a name, HP, Dell, and something. So we are fetching these is an order and the ID of an order from the matching of an ID, which is an product ID, and just status what we have. That is so all the values of orders are corrected or aggregated with the values of products. The two tables or two collections that we have added and displayed. So with these, we are done with the concept of creating database, creating collections, inserting the records or items, and finding the results and updating, deleting, right? Here we have deleted and the record. And if you want to delete that collection means drop collection. How we can drop? If you want to drop, then you have to just use the built-in function drop, for example. mm, Drop collection. And of course, when you are dropping a total collection, not require anything, and you have entered into this, let me do one thing. Let me rewrite dbo dot collection of customers right now. Customers dot drop of function err and something I'm writing delete. Okay. If err through err and then if till okay, then console.log collection dropped and then db dot close finally. So for example, if you want to find out the results from the collection, first of all, sorry, not collection, customers. If you want to find out the results from the collection of customers, so let us node space. We are getting results. Then now node space drop collection by node space drop collection drop, and after that if you just try to find out nothing else because the total collection is dropped. So this is how you can do an operations of data manipulations, results, updating, deleting, and limiting, sorting all these things. With this, when we enter into the any of either Angular or React or both, we can pass that message, or we can ask the user to enter the details from that form. You will be taking the data from the client and you will pushing the data into the database and getting the results again to the front end. This is how we can create. But to know those points, now first of all, we even have to get an idea about the concept of Express.js. So hope you have already gone through what we have discussed up to the last points. And these are the two new points that we have discussed today. You can say join and as well drop. Right? It's clear all the points what we have discussed at Node.js with the MongoDB. I mean MongoDB we have given preference at MongoDB with Node.js. It's clear to all of you.
Yes.
Okay, right. And then now let us enter into the concept of Express. Let us close. We no longer require this one to run. Whenever that we require to work with the database, then only we have to run that one. Otherwise, not required. And then, what is an Express? An Express.js is a web application framework that provides a solution from simple API programming creation to it can also build a websites or web portals and backends connectivity also. So let us write here. Let us create a nodes. An Express.js is a web application framework that provides a simple API to build websites, even web apps, and even connectivity of you can say backends. And we even can also say it is a minimal interface to build our applications. And it is having tools which it can provide something what can say a concept of appearance. Even we can work with the concept of template engine. Sorry, what can say we even can create a concept of HTML output and the with the loading of data from the backend. Okay, how we can use and what we can use. Sorry, not what we can use. How we can use the concept of express. So, like as when we have a requirement to work with something, first of all, I mean, if I want to see something, an output, what we can do is we need to open something URL. That something URL is nothing but a concept of routing. So, okay, how to start off writing? First of all, let us do one thing. Okay, like when we working with the concept of MongoDB, we install that particular module which is called npm space install space MongoDB hyphen save or something else. Not something else. Hyphen save MongoDB right now. And now we are working with the concept of an express. So let us do one thing. And there is a particular there is a file which is called package.json. The name of this file is saying that it is going to hold the details of your application, all the name, name and version and author and start command and what are the required modules, everything that is will be listed out. How this package.json file will be created? Most of the times it will be created with either npm space that something, and here now we are typing the command of to create a custom package.json file, init. To create a custom package.json file, we just creating here, sorry, we are just writing here npm space init and then right. The name of that folder is itself taking that as a package name. If you want to use the same things, then first enter version, enter description. If you want, you can write, or later also you can write entry point of your application index.js. And if you want to make it something, a short command to test your application, then you can set it Git repository. If you want to load any application from anywhere, anywhere means when you type something in the Google or somewhere else, if you want to find out how to upload image using Angular, let us assume how to upload image using Angular. And if you have typed, somebody might have already created. And all these packages, all these concepts, of course, those who want to share to public can upload. Sorry, I told you, I think, but okay, if it is not, no problem. I will just let you know. Hope you even have an idea. At the same time, there is a GitHub where we can have a free of, where we have an account and that is free, and we even can share our projects or something else for each and every time whenever you do an operations into your project that you can upload into your live software development version control using JIT. How you can use, you have to just log in into the account and of course take a free sign up at your end, and then log in into that. There will be an upload function. I will show that later, and then upload your project folder. Once you can, once you have uploaded, then you can share. I will let you know all these points later. But for time being, I am saying, for example, as of now, I just told you upload file using, for example, Angular, Angular J6 or whatever it's same. Only that functions will be differing, small changes, and I want to use this one. So I just type GitHub if yes somebody have given the concept of how you can upload. So what you can do it, you can place this URL into the Git repository where it is going to load that application into your system and you can install all the required things. Even I will let you know how to clone a application also, that is later. So now let us give preference to the concept of Express, how far Express is going to be used. Okay, and keywords, author, license, and whatever we have done, and just then what happens, package.jsvn file is created. Open name, version, description, so on, so on. Now we want to work with the concept of an express right now. So npm space install space mm, hyphen hyphen save space express. Then it will install express module at the same time the corresponding or related modules also. Just hold on for a moment, please.
Hi, can somebody tell me like what he did in first 30 minutes because I have
We have discussed the concept of final MongoDB, which is related something joining of two collections and drop of that collection. And with that, we are done with the concept of what you can say MongoDB. And then we entered into now Express.
yes, I have just joined in before you started explaining. Thank you so much.
Okay, right, right, right. Hold on, please, for a moment, and just let me have some water. Right. So we are done with the required package or as a module. What we want to do is an Express.js. Okay. Additionally, so when we are working with the concept of MongoDB, what we are doing, we are doing for each and every time node space something else. What you can say file name, and that is just executing its coding and giving an output right now. Here we can also go with node space. At the same time, we can also go with node mon mon. What is the difference means? See, you are creating a program and you have to execute that one. Node space something file name, okay, accepted. Once you see that output, maybe an error, or maybe something else you are expecting from that. So again, you came to coding part and changed. Once you changed that coding part, and again you have to rerun the total code. That is, we can say node space again something fine. So here, what I'm saying is we have an option of once we start of executing a program until unless we manually close or stops, it has to be run even the latest changes what we are doing also. So for that purpose, we have to install npm space install space hyphen g space y hyphen g. Okay, if you want to make it something global installation, global installation means irrespective of the application that it can suit or it can work. So npm space install space. If you don't write hyphen g, then this is especially you are installing at your application folder itself. That is what you can say. And then node mon.
Is this for installing express.js?
It is for working, sorry, it's for running your application or running your program continuously with even it changes also. Let me tell you. Normally, you will be saying that for each and every time, node space right now. Even if you just change one letter and save it, again you need to rerun right now, node space. But here, what I'm
Was virtual
sorry,
server.
sorry, I didn't get you.
Basically creating a running server.
That is what I'm saying. So continuous execution without a break, it will be run, it will be executed. So how it will work? Let us write. So we are done with required express and we are run with continuous server execution and where it can take a data from server and can display or do some changes whenever you do some changes that will be even applicable continuously without interrupting. I mean how it will be, let us write. Okay, let us do one thing. Let us first create the concept. Mm, let me write here. Express display, or else we can say display output dot. Here also we can go with dot JS itself. And like as we written two statements in the MongoDB, what which are prerequisites to work with the connectivity of MongoDB and so on. The same way here we have to write two things. One, a variable express and that equals to require of a built-in method and just load that express module. From this, you are setting your own variable as an object that equals you can write anything add or whatever you want and that equals to express is a constructor. The meaning is just saying that creates an express application creates an express application. The express constructor or express function is a top level function exported by express module just now as what we have done in the top line. And all the functions simply we can say an app is having a feature where it can use all the built-in functions and properties of this express module. Okay, then the first thing is app dot. You want to load something data into the output. And we have discussed node with MongoDB, all the outputs that at under command prompt right now and command that Coming to the point of an express, we can bring that outputs or anything to the web browser. So by using a built-in function, get you are setting a routing URL. We can say it is a landing page URL, comma, write a callback function, same like as MongoDB, what we have written. Function. There, the concept of MongoDB function call will be error and DB or error and result. Here, same request and response. What we are requesting, what we are getting. So, request and response. And with a response. Of course, as of now, we are just requesting a URL. We are not passing any parameters are also. We are just passing a URL from the into that URL of home page. We're expecting something an output. A send is a built-in method which it display welcome you. When you are going to use in the double quotations, any single quotation, or in the single quotations, any double quotations, then make it something escape character as mentioning, sorry, by mentioning backward slash. So we just have written a statement that we want to see, but where you have to see an application that should run on a particular port number. Throughout the concept of an express, it should load an application data on a particular port number. How you can set, you can write, sorry, app dot listen is a built-in method. Inside that listening, inside that built-in method of listen, you have to set it's a default thing that we can write 3000. So first two lines are loading or requiring that module of an express. Second two statements are all what we are expecting that output we are getting using the response, and send is a built-in method that is sending that matter into the browser. But how? But when you type something, a local server is nothing but a local host. Local host colon 3000. Let me tell you here. Let me write here. You have to open the browser local host colon 3000. But when after executing or after running this program, how? That is what we say. If you see here node space and the server is connected, and how you can see that output in the browser local host colon 3000, and in the URL of home page itself we are expecting some matter what we have written. This is a first statement, and same time what we have written here is just node space something. For example, if you do something change here, make it express.js. Okay, then let us see whether it is updating the statement or not. No, it is not updating its statement. So okay, what you have to, you have to you have to again rerun the total program, but by using the node mon space, it starts and saying that version and something it restart anytime when you press rs, and all the functionalities whatever we are writing will be executed starting this file. And then okay, that output we are expecting, this is an that will be just still running if you change something else. For example, I want to make it something change. As soon as you change here, restart it. Restarting due to changes. And once you refresh the browser, right now it's updating its value. That is why we have given preference to go with the what you can say node mon. Okay. The same way, okay, in the landing page or home page, you have given an output something. But for example, if you want to give an output in about us page or contact us page, then how? So you just write here itself. Either you can go with any other example, separate example, or else let me go with here itself. From the home page, if you have written something about us, the meaning the user have to type about us in the URL and then we just wants to see some sample matter here. So as we have still running then so we can just from the landing page write the URL about us and that is what we are going to see the page of an about us. Okay, now how to work with the concept of routing, meaning already we are working but saying that you're manually opening a particular file with a particular URL. Okay, but the concept is you have written an application program somewhere else and user is opening a URL. When user is opening a URL, it should enter into that particular program and run you an output. Meaning here itself, it should not do all the functionality. I want to create two files where a file taking all the routing URLs and giving a call to its corresponding functionality. For corresponding functionality, I just want to create a separate file. Okay, what I want to do finally is called, we can say, router concept. How to create? Let us create. So let me create here router. mm, Something router express or express router. Make it express router. Okay, the first two lines are that is common. So just let us copy these two lines. Okay, then anyway that we have to open that output and a particular port number. So that is also a common thing that let us write in the ending. And in the middle, I'm just taking something a variable things to do or something else. It's just a sample variable only. It's not any meaning. And it is expecting something a functional output from the another file. So I will write here router things.js file. Meaning let us think that you have a program or something else at this place and this has to be executed or rendered. When it has to be rendered, when user types a particular URL, you want to give this execution. How this can work? Get is a built-in method. Directly, it is fetching that output in the particular given URL. But here you have to connect to a functional part. So you have to use a use built-in method. Use of when user is typing something a URL, let it be something. You are giving a call to the things. The meaning of this concept is user is typing URL that is connecting to this things variable where it is having a value. Yes, we have to write that functionality. Let me write that functionality. Functionality means whatever that you want to display. Router things dot js. Of course, close this one. Still it is working. To break this flow, Control C. That's it. And now in the router, copy the two things once. As we are entered into a sub, or as we can say, as we have entered into the particular functionality which it has to execute through its routing. So I'm just writing here router. Router here comparing to previous here what we are doing means instead of directly working the functionality a routing and giving an output just a simple matter, but throughout the application we don't have only simple matter now, we have to execute some functionality. That is why here in this example we have given a separate file where it can enter and do some process and give that output in the given URL what we have expected. So in this, as we want to work with the concept of we are entering into the routing URL. So from the express dot router is a constructor. Then these two things once we have set, now using the router object dot get is a built-in method or whatever that you want to do, you can write in this, write a callback function again, the request comma response, and then response dot. At this format, we are not writing any functionality. We are just linking from the main URL into a sub functionality. Here we are just passing that output. Get route on things. And things means that we have written the variable, sorry, what can you say, URL. Okay. And when you have given the concept that you are throwing this output to the things router URL right now, so that how you have to do, you have to export. A module is an object dot exports is a property and that equals to router you have to set. So meaning instead of writing the total functionality, maybe you will be having registration, login, password change, that password changing, and so on. So when user is clicking or when user is typing login, that login functionality connected. When user is typing registration, that registration functionality is connected and get some output. That is called we can say exporting. Module dot exports and that equals to ready to see that output here itself. So if you execute this one, it enter into this file and do some process and give an output and display in the same URL what we have expected. So let us execute now. Node MO N. Then if you type this one, as there is no URL matching, so cannot get about us. If you type even we don't have, because of in the file of express router which a application is listening, you did not have given any what you can say home page URL connectivity. That's the reason. Okay, if you want even wants to see the home page also. Yes, copy this one for time being. And yes, you can make it a group of things. Home page, it will show this one. When user types things, then it will show this output. Okay, now when you run this example, now we are getting that home page output. Then when you type that given URL, you can write anything. And when we given something, yes, get route on things is executing right now. So user is expecting something, an output by typing a particular URL, and from this it is entering into the required place and doing some process, getting that output with an export, and then displaying in the same application, in the displaying in the same place where we have expected that URL output. So overall statement is you even can also give a functionality somewhere else. That functionality can be connected to the given URL by writing use built-in method. That is the meaning of this statement. Okay. So the same way, now let us do one thing. Let us create the concept of URL building. How to create the concept of URL building? Here you are passing something forward slash, that is homepage URL, and you're passing something a page URL things right now. And if you are working with the concept of a product searching, a product fetching, or anything, or employee or anything, you need to pass an ID, you need to pass that is a query string. Meaning of this statement is what I'm saying is in the URL itself, you are passing a particular ID, particular category, particular product, or particular student name, whatever, to find out that name or ID is matching with the program data and giving an output or not. What we are going to do means now let us create the concept first. Let me copy these two things. We are going to build URL, or else you can say URL building. URL building dot js. Okay, and when you complete that existing functionality, you can just come out of that. And then same app dot listen of 3000. And then now, okay, let me even copy homepage URL also, that is as soon as you open a website or web application, the default one it has to open. Okay, first part. Let us run this example first, then later we go with something else. Node embo n space and then okay, and you can see output what we have given. Okay, now we want to pass a parameter which is nothing but we can say query string. How we can pass same concept only, but let me write here app.get forward slash, that's from the home page or from the particular page. When you want to accept something a parameter or something a value in the URL itself, then you have to write a colon symbol. Colon. Okay, I want to ask the user to enter an ID. So you can write anything and that comma function of request comma response. Then expecting res send, expecting the results on a specified ID. Let us just, we want to see. Hold on for a second, please. I'm getting call. So they are expecting something an output, and we are saying that when user is typing on a particular, sorry, when user is typing a particular ID in the URL, we just seeing that how to see that user requested this ID. So request, we are saying that right now parameter. So they have given a shortcut as a params of that ID. Okay. So the meaning of this one is when user is typing a homepage URL, it is going to show this one. When user is typing something, a ID or anything, then this will be the output. So let us see now. Is it executing? Okay, URL belly. Okay, we are getting this output, and then forward slash something. I'm just writing expecting the results on a specified ID 23. Like exactly, you might have seen a number of times your query maybe in the shopping cart websites or any other websites. A particular page with an ID or category or something which is called totally a query string. Passing this is a parameter and ID is a parameter variable, and or we can say query variable, and that is holding this value, and that is what we are printing, or that is what we are displaying in the requesting parameter, requesting the parameters of that particular ID. The same way you even can also pass additional things. Additional things means not only ID. If I want ID, along with that you are expecting something, a name also. So expecting the results on a specific ID and show the product name or something else. So how can you display that one? Same request dot parents dot name. Then now if you are executing this one, yes, we are getting. If you are not at all entering anything, that is home page is connecting, and then something, and for example, it is an ID first parameter, it is an ID, sorry, it is a name second parameter, and that is we are getting here ID 545 what we have entered, and of course, and show the product name what we have entered. So with this only, you will be getting the results. I'm just showing for your understanding purpose only, not for exactly at this moment. For example, if we go with website, any website, and for example, we click on electronics. We are expecting something output of electronics results. So from the page of this one, they have given something a query variable and its value like this group of things. So this is how we are getting the results based on the query variables, and its routing URL is called now domain name from HTML page. Of course, they are, even though it's a dynamic page that just showing it as a static page. That is data issue. Of course, that there are tricks and tips that we have convert that we I mean we even don't say, or we even unable to say what is the technology they have used. Of course, we have to check. That is a later issue. I am saying, even though if backend technologies are running to get these outputs, but finally you are pushing that outputs into the front end concept itself, front end, you can say HTML itself. So the same way, to know our understanding, this is a value of a query variable, and that is what we are getting here. A nice formatting URL, which is called an application that should run in a directory structure or a folder structure from the ID of sorry from the ID of 545. You are getting fetch that value of product. Okay, and you have an option here. You can also enter something that is also displaying, but we should have to restrict that not to enter alphabets or something else. ID should be something else, only unique numbers. Then how can you write that execution? How can you write that functionality? Let us apply here. To make it something a criteria, user have to enter only ID, that should be numbers, and that should be minimum to maximum range. Then how? Means opening, closing parentheses, inside that opening, closing square bracket, saying that 0 to 9 it should be, and how many number of digits that you want to take as an ID, 3 or 4 or 5 or something else. So this is first what we have given a condition. The same, let us apply like this. Okay, so now if user is entering like this, it is not accepting because of it is not matching with the given criteria. So make it something, then it is displaying. For example, if it is just one or two digits or three digits, that is also not accepting. So because of we have given exactly five, so you can go with this like this. Minimum three to maximum five. Minimum three to maximum five. Then it will be accepting minimum three digits to maximum five digits. Of course, if you want to write coding, sorry, criteria for the, for example, name, additionally, here it can be of a lowercase of an alphabets right now, lowercase of an alphabets, minimum five characters to something nine characters we are expecting. Okay, up to this point only. So then now Mm. To do a multi, okay, let us do one thing. Why? Working now. Minimum three characters to, let us do one thing. Let us ignore for time being this one, and we have given here is minimum 3 to 5 characters restriction. In this case, that has to accept. Let us do one thing. 0 to 9, and then three comma something else n number of characters, and then mm, okay. So let us do one thing like this. If the page is not loading, for example, instead of showing an error message like this, I mean, cannot get for time being, let me do one thing. Let me load. Make it here in the double quotations star and saying that unable to process your request at this moment. Okay, it is just an additional statement only, not exactly what we are expecting. We are expecting something in the format of 0 to 9. Okay, user is entering something, and then additionally, if user is unable to process, so instead of getting cannot get a statement standard error, we are writing our own message where it can be visible. Then let us do one thing. I mean, it is only three required. You are a building. That is working. So it's not taking, it's working even within the opening closing parenthesis at the same time, excluding opening closing parenthesis also. But oh sorry, ID 233 now. It has to show. One second.
opening and closing parenthesis after the three.
Sorry, seeing something, please let me know. Here,
Closing parenthesis needs to be in the end of the string.
correct only. What you said, correct only. But just by writing here, if you are passing something, then unable to get because we expected three things. Okay, not working. So sorry. Make it something. This actually this opening closing parenthesis, sorry, curly braces that should be include inside the uh, condition itself, and at the same time we are trying to make it minimum to maximum range. So in that case, the pattern is not working. That I will just check it out why it's not working, and we'll discuss once again that point. Okay, and apart these things. So as we got something opening homepage or passing some parameters and writing, even for example, if you want a name, for example, in the same way, a name minimum, sorry, not name, uh, in the range of small a to small z, you can say up to eight, let it be up to 5 characters. But here you are fixing the number of characters that it should not be fixed. It should be minimum range to maximum number of characters. Opening the homepage URL, opening something, unable to process your request because of we are expected exactly 5 characters. And if we have written 5 comma something else, same. Okay. So just have to check it out. It's actually work how to work, but I will just check it out why it is not working. This minimum to maximum or any number of characters in the ID. Then if any of that query or variable or any of that link or router is not working, we are defaultly setting that a star as a 404 point, we can say. If none of the URL is opening or properly, or any of that URL is not properly opening, then we can make it something unable to process your request. And the next point is we can say middleware. What is the concept of middleware? As we are giving here and it's executing and displaying something else. The concept of middleware is having an access of request object and response object both. So let me do one thing. First, let me write here middleware.js. And we discuss this point in tomorrow's session about the middleware concept. And once we are done with this, then we give preference either first for React or else for Angular. After completing of either React or Angular, then we do the concept of what you can say Node Express Mongo with React, Node Express Mongo with Angular. Okay, so that will start with the concept of tomorrow. Okay, let us first give preference to the Angular only, and then we can move to the React. Okay, na? That is mean stack I'm saying. So we'll discuss rest of things in tomorrow's session, right?
We can't do React first for
Okay, no problem. That is all. Accept can do it. Okay, we can start with React itself. Okay, right. So once we complete tomorrow this point, we'll start off writing. Sorry, we'll start off working with React itself.
okay.
Right. Right. Mhm. Right then? Okay, thank you and bye.
Thank you.